Yo, what's going on, Philadelphia Eagles fans? This is your boy Philly Day One, and we got a couple of topics to talk about, man. First, Lane Johnson went on Pat McAfee's show, and he talked about the importance of Nick Sirianni and Saquon Barkley to that team last year. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna let y'all hear what he said. And two, these trade rumors for Nolan Smith, for TJ Watt, and a late round pick. We're going to get into our opinion for that. Very last, we're going to talk about Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff said on a interview with a 49ers creator by the name of the SF Niners. He went on, did an interview with that guy, and he said something that ain't so surprising to us, man. Not surprising to us at all. The play showed exactly what he was saying. We're going to also show y'all that. So let's get it.
Feels like you all rally around him. You know, on the offensive side, first time, long time. I think you guys chose 150 more rushing plays than you did passing plays on the entire season, I think was the number. It's like first time, long time that had been the case in the NFL, and especially a team that'll go on to win the Super Bowl. But you paid wide receivers. So whenever you talk about becoming a run-first, run-dominant team with Saquon, who's outrageous, I can't wait to ask you about him. But also you've paid wide receivers. There's a natural potential very big situation that could occur because the wide receivers understand that for the team, this is what's good. But my job is to catch balls, and that's my legacy, and that's how much money I'm going to get paid, and that's how I'm remembered. And then whenever you guys win, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith were the ones that dumped the Gatorade on Sirianni. It's like he had to manage that, I would assume, just in of itself, let alone everything else. So Saquon is just outrageous?
Yeah. I mean, it took me about 3 minutes in the Green Bay game to go, this is going to be a pretty fun year.
So you hear it, Lane Johnson. Man, look, Lane Johnson and Jalen Hurts on the very same page when they say Saquon was like the missing piece to what we did 2 years ago when we were so good 2 years ago. He just came in and as dominant as he is in open field, you know what I'm saying, came in and made it tough. Like the offense has been good 2 years. You know what I'm saying? And he come in there and he's like the last little puzzle piece. Lane Johnson said it makes that offense so easy. And I know those big boys like blocking forward, then they like moving backwards. You know, you always want to deliver the punch first. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to let nobody tee off on you all game long. And to see how many times we call more run plays than we did pass plays. 150. Yeah, like that. So, and outside of that, Nick Sirianni being able to adapt. I think that was the very first thing that I heard about him as a coach is he was adaptable. And I love that about him, man. I love the fact that he's able to adapt. When things aren't going that way, the way he would like it to go, he kind of can shift, communicate that with the guys and kind of shift and get us on track, man. That's all it is. Like we start slow, we can kind of get on track. So I love that about that. Let's get into the Nolan Smith talk. Nolan Smith with TJ Watt. You know what? I like Nolan Smith, and I'm quite shocked at I think it was 97.4. I'm sorry, I don't know the station. But it's a Philly station that is pretty much suggesting that we trade Nolan Smith for TJ Watt and give up a late rounder. Like Nolan Smith is like one season away from being a Pro Bowler, a superstar. And you want to give him up at a young age to get an older guy who's pretty much I wouldn't say he's done, but he's probably played more of his best ball in already. Like he could be on the back end of his career. And then I don't feel like it make much sense. And outside of my opinion of it making more sense, Vic Fangio has publicly said plenty of times he don't need no more edge rushers. He don't need no more edge rushers, no more line people. He got everybody he wants. He said he thinks that we're good. He said that in the interview. I think that we're good at that position. I don't know why people want to make this. They want to get rid of no. First it was Devontae Smith, and now it's Nolan Smith. It's just it seemed like we want to throw away what we've built to get somebody who already got a star on their name. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy that you would trade your star for a star. And not only that, even with Devontae, you was gonna have to give up a pick. So I don't know, man. That's why we ain't GMs. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why 97.4, if that's what y'all are, that's why y'all ain't GMs. You know what I'm saying? Leave that to the GMs. Like the fact that you even brought that up, I was a little offended by it. Like Nolan Smith is he's the foundation of this team now. You know what I'm saying? So to give him up is crazy. I don't even know how y'all came up with that. Anyway, let's move on. Bryce Huff. Bryce Huff went on a interview with a guy by the name of the SF Niners. And he covers the 49ers. And Bryce Huff is now a 49er. And he went on there to talk about transitions, getting into the systems and stuff like that. And he had something very, very, I don't want to say shocking, but we kind of knew it. Very obvious to say on there. And we're going to take a look at it right now.
Is pointing in the right direction, and I'm really looking forward to it. I kind of wanted to jump back into the trade a little bit and kind of just get like an inside look. Were you surprised when that it came across? I know San Francisco. Like, what's kind of like the behind the scenes feel that goes into a trade?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I wanted to trade like fairly early on, and just because of how things went in Philly, like I knew pretty early on that it wasn't a fit. But like being a signing of that magnitude, like being undrafted and going and getting that contract, and being in Philly, like the expectations are at an all-time high. So I knew a trade wasn't going to happen during the season. But I just kind of like talked to my agent about it. I was like, yeah, when it's all said and done, like I might need to step, you know, just to be able to put myself in the best position and do what I think is best. So, I mean, I kind of knew where it was headed, like fairly early on into the season, but probably even training camp, if I'm being honest with you. But so when everything kind of popped off, it was just like, yeah, all right, let's get to work.
What was
that? Don't shock me at all. That don't shock me at all. Like in that Atlanta game, you got blocked by the tight end maybe 2 or 3 times in pass coverage situations. You got blocked by the tight end, and then when you played the tackle, you were on the ground. You was on your back most of the time, so you didn't play very motivated. I didn't believe that you played very motivated, and I thought that you wanted out just as much as you probably was telling your agent you wanted out. So it don't shock me at all. Anytime that I get a guy who don't want to play hard, want to put his all into it, you never know what you could have done had you put the work in. You know, so the same thing with Carson Wentz. You know what I'm saying? When you get a little adversity and you decide to quit, you're not for the city. You're not for the city. The people for this city knows when a quitter is quitting. We know. And it looked like you were quitting. So we're happy to see that you go into a place where you think that you can use your talents a little better. We're in a better situation. You're in a better situation. Now, I mean, best of luck to you. Until you run into us, I hope you have the most terrible game of your whole career when you run against us. But outside of that, man, ball out, dog. You know what I'm saying? And that's all I got for y'all. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Are y'all with this trade crap? I'm not with it. You know what I'm saying? Are y'all happy that Bryce Huff is gone on? I'm happy about it. I don't even want to really talk about the kid no more outside of this video. You know what I'm saying? And Lane Johnson got out there showing the praise. Lane Johnson's always been a big man of giving flowers, man, and I love it for us. So that's all I got, man. Like, subscribe, turn those post notifications on so you don't miss no video. We out. Go Birds.